Hello and welcome to my channel Untitled Tarot. In this video, this is a typical pick a card timeless tarot reading, which practically means that whenever this video finds you, there might be some kind of a message for you to listen to. It's a very simple one. On the cover you will be able to see three signs, three flowers. One of them is a rose, which is representing pile number 1. We also have a beautiful zinnia representing pile number 2, and a beautiful lily as well representing pile number 3. What's really important for you to kind of decide which one that you are drawn to, and obviously pick that one. Don't overcomplicate it. I'm sure there was one of the flowers that you were kind of drawn to when you looked at the thumbnail, so just pick that one. Now if there's more of them, maybe you need to listen to both of them, and in the description of course you're going to be able to jump to the reading, to the symbol that you have picked. So see you there. Alright, so we're gonna start with the rose one, the pink rose. I hope you're doing great. Let's see what are the messages for you today. The first card we have here for you is actually from the Rose Oracle card, and what this one is all about is pretty much divine orchestration, because this is the card of Sophia, divine plan, wisdom, intelligence within, and destiny. So you might be, whatever you go through, whether it's a relationship, whether it is professional or just finding your way, this card is telling us that you are guided by higher wisdom. Maybe this is not necessarily following a linear logic, but something is unfolding with divine timing and intuitive knowing. So very important for you to listen to your intuition, your inner voice, because that's going to help you to find the right path. But you're already on the right path, even if the steps ahead aren't clear for you yet. And also there's a divine plan working, and you just need to listening to your instinct. Maybe you need to focus on what is your calling, or figuring out whatever is your calling. But also from a relationship perspective, this card is kind of telling you that you need to find someone who resonates with you, and it is also asking you to let go of chasing and trust that the universe will bring you the right person. So something is really unfolding by divine orchestration. So let's see what the other cards are telling you. The first card we have here for you is the Ace of Swords. So Ace of Swords, like are the aces, brings some kind of a new chapter, a new beginning for us, which is mentally very, very stimulating. So it can be anything new. It can be a new job, a new project, a new business, a new relationship, or finding something in your current relationship or work. What's really important for here that this is mentally stimulating. It can be a project, a job that you're like, oh my god, this is like so exciting mentally. You might be meeting a person who you are totally on the same brain waves as well. But also this is a card of clarity. So clarity coming to you, you're going to be clear what is that you want from your life, what is that you want from your career, what is that you want from love as well. So it can be also conversations that bring you the clarity. Maybe you need to talk to somebody. It can be great meetings, conversations. It can be also an interview, a breakthrough of some sort, because this is also a card of breakthrough and victory. And it can also indicate some kind of a legal document, like a contract as well. So there might be some contract in question. The next card of your reading is the Three of Wands. So Three of Wands is all about growth, expansion, and looking into the future, when you kind of made your plans and you are actually seeing that your plan is working, you're seeing the early successes. So, for example, if you're looking for a job, you're getting a call back, you're getting an interview, you're getting a job offer as well. If you're working on a project, you started your own business, you're seeing that this is going to be successful because you're getting the first orders, the first clients. Anyway, whatever the sign's gonna be for you to see that whatever you planned is working. Now, from a relationship perspective, this card can indicate that if you're single, you're definitely enjoying the freedom, whatever you have, and you're not necessarily looking to settle down. But in an existing relationship, this card is showing that the relationship is working. It went through the initial hurdles, and you're planning ahead. Maybe some of you are thinking about getting engaged, getting married as well. But what's really important here, that you're looking into the future, you're making plans for the future. The next card which you have here is the Tower, which is a quick, sudden change in our life that can turn our world upside down, but definitely brings us the clarity what we need in order to move forward, because the Tower is happening to liberate you. Some of you might have been in a situation where you didn't see the way out of it. It can be a job, it can be a project, it can be a relationship, or finding a relationship. What's really important that the Tower is freeing you, because maybe there has been a decision that you haven't made for a long time, and practically the universe is making that decision for you. Maybe some of you stayed in a relationship, in a job, or in a situation for longer than you should have, and practically the universe is stepping in when the Tower is coming in. But it's liberating. It can be uncomfortable. So, for example, maybe if you are single, you might be going through dates, and maybe you have a date where it is revealed for you why are you single, why it is harder for you to find a partner or a relationship. It might be an end of a relationship. It can be connected to restructuring in terms of work, where something like suddenly comes and when nobody's expecting. But whatever this Tower is, it's actually a breakthrough for you, because you have here that Ace of Swords, which brings you victory, which brings you clarity, and it's going to help you to move forward. It's going to help you to plan for the future, and it's going to help you to expand as well, maybe internationally as well, because when you kind of look at the Three of Wands, that always has some kind of an international connotation to it as well. Maybe you are working in an international environment. Maybe you are looking to expand internationally, or some of you might have met somebody online, and the person is in a different country, a different world as well. But it's really important that this shock moment of that Tower will free you, liberate you, and it will bring you some kind of a clarity that will allow you to plan for the future. And at the bottom of the deck, you do have another ace, the Ace of Pentacles. Again, aces bring new impulses, new opportunities into our life. And this one is something that's tangible, definitely can be connected to an offer, a job offer, a financial advice, that you need to take it, that you need to embrace it, and you need to nurture it. Again, it can be a new relationship as well. Whatever it is, it's very important that you nurture it and you pay attention to it, because on the long run it can bring you long-term stability, long-term happiness, long-term abundance. So make sure that you take it. You have two aces, which is beautiful, so you don't have to get scared from that Tower. And you also have from this deck the security, planning for the future, long-term career, savings, investing, assets, money savvy. So there's definitely that long-term planning for the future is coming out from it. There's going to be some new opportunities, clarity, and again, let's just look at the Sophia and the Tower as well, which is kind of like talking about divine orchestration. Divine orchestration kind of happens when the universe is stepping into our life. So especially even when you look at that Tower, that's a very strong indication that the universe is in motion behind the scenes. So what you need to kind of embrace, that maybe whatever you're going through is you're not necessarily have full control over it, because there's something happening in the background by the universe. So you just need to embrace it, and it's going to bring you some positive changes that will help you to plan for the future. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. All right, pile number 2, Zinnia. So we're gonna look at what the cards are telling you. We're gonna start with your oracle card. And the card that we have here for you is number 31, why. What's really important here that you are looking for some answers when this card is coming up. Something you don't understand why it is happening. Something you need to get a little bit more understanding. Some of you might be learning something because you're looking for the whys. Some of you are just generally trying to figure out why a relationship is going into a certain direction, why you might have hard time finding somebody, why your career is going into a certain way. So the answers will definitely come to you, but you're kind of right now in the searching mode. But let's see what the cards are telling you, the rest of the cards. The first card that we have here for you is the Temperance card. The Temperance is all about practically you have all the ingredients you need to create the happiness and to achieve whatever you want, whatever your wishes, whatever your dreams are. But very important for you to take one step at a time and not be rushing anywhere, and don't do any kind of crazy, just go in the middle. So sometimes like you just need to kind of have more patience with this card. But again, success will come to you, the answers will come to you, because you might actually have it in you, because this card is telling us that you have all the ingredients, which might be that you might have the answers already, but you need to be a little bit patient with yourself. But also this is a card of protection, a card of healing as well, right? There might be some positive progress from that perspective. The angels are definitely with you and protecting you. The next card of your reading is the Death card, which is all about change, transformation, and something is ending naturally in our life when this card comes up. A major change, something that you cannot stop, something that you cannot really hold off, and what it really means that one chapter of your life is ending and another one is beginning. So it can be connected to an end of a job, an end of a relationship, an end of a project, or anything that is ending in your life. You can kind of approach this change from many aspects. Some people are excited about change, some people are afraid of change, some people are praying for a change, but the worst you can do is fight it. So very important for you to not to fight whatever this changes in your life, because you can see the sun coming up in the background, which is indicating a new beginning. Now, with this why card, some of you might be wondering, why is this thing changing? Why is this thing ending in my life? Why? So very important to embrace that. The answers will definitely come to you. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that the reading helped you. And you can also help me to grow this channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button. So I hope that you already pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And let's continue. So the reading continues here with the Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands is a card of the wounded soldier, somebody who's been through a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, and they kind of had enough. They had enough of fighting, they had enough of battling and getting hurt, and they kind of at the verge of giving up whatever they're fighting for. So some of you might be fighting for a relationship, some of you are fighting for finding a relationship, some of you are fighting for a position, a business, or whatever this is. You're pretty exhausted when this card comes up. But this is also a card of perseverance, which indicates that you shouldn't give up. You are very close to achieving that goal that you are working for, whatever you're trying to achieve. So keep going, keep pushing forward. At the bottom of the deck, we have here is the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords is a card when you're kind of indecisive about something. Some of you need to choose, make a decision, choose between two people, two jobs, or any kind of two paths in your life. And with the Two of Swords, you're just indecisive. But this card is telling you to look deep. Listen to your inner voice, your instinct, because deep down you actually know what the answer is. You're just kind of, I guess you're looking for the why. Like, why do I have to make this decision? Why is it happening to me as well? Kind of getting that. So very important to kind of make that decision, whatever you have to make, or maybe you're just kind of considering two options. Meanwhile, there's a third option that you need to take into consideration when this Two of Swords are coming in. And some of you are kind of protecting yourself as well from whatever happened. But let's see this deck, what it says. It's actually the fertility card: hatching new plans, inception, creativity, reborn, source, nest egg, flourish. So I think what is important for you to embrace this change, because this change will bring you new plans. Maybe some of you are gonna be working in a creative field, or you just need to use your creativity. But whatever this change is, it's gonna help you to reborn. It's gonna give you solid foundations, and you're going to be able to flourish as well. So that's all I have for you. I hope that this reading helped you, and I will be able to welcome you again. All right, so I had to kind of replace a couple of things, but we are ready to go with pile number 3, which is represented by the beautiful white lily. But let's jump into it. We're going to start with your Gypsy Oracle card, and what you have here is the Thief. So this is kind of signals loss, deceit, theft, sneakiness, and something being taken away, either literally or metaphorically. The general meaning of the card that it's kind of signals some kind of a loss or hidden dishonesty. So it doesn't necessarily mean literal theft or that somebody is stealing from you. It might be that something or someone is just draining your energy, your time, your resources, or trust. And this is kind of like a warning sign for you to be alert and protect whatever you have. This can be anything. It can be an idea, it can be a relationship, it can be financials, or your position as well, because somebody might be trying to betray you, deceive you, or like somebody might be stealing your time or peace or joy, or situation, or a person that is operating in secrecy, right? Because you can kind of see how he is sneaking. So there might be something going on behind your back when this card shows up, and you need to stay vigilant and definitely listen to your instinct as well. So this is kind of like pretty much Seven of Swords energy, the lying, cheating, stealing card. So very important for you to be vigilant, because from a money career perspective, this can be connected to a loss or exploitation, or you might have unethical behavior of somebody, like a coworker who is not honest, deals that are not honest, or somebody might be stealing money or money leaks. Or somebody is taking advantage of you financially as well, and you might be just simply undervalued and underpaid, as well, because your effort is being stolen when this card comes up. Like you can kind of see that how this card can be very, very deeper than just thief. And so definitely protect your finances, intellectual property, or avoid any kind of risky contracts or unverified opportunities, and track expenses carefully. And don't ignore any kind of small signs when this card shows up. But even from a love and relationship perspective, it can suggest to emotional imbalance, dishonesty, and also feeling emotionally robbed. Maybe one person may be giving more than the other one, and there's some kind of an imbalance in terms of efforts. Now, obviously, there can be emotional or physical cheating or secrets as well, or feeling that somebody is stealing your time, or somebody is wasting your time, trust and energy as well. So definitely have honest conversation and trust your gut when this card shows up, because something or somebody might be quietly draining you. So let's look at the surrounding cards. The first card of your reading is the Queen of Swords. So Queen of Swords, it's a person. It can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This queen has been through a lot of difficulties, challenges, disappointment through her life, and she is protecting herself. She's not looking back, she's looking into the future. So from that perspective, some of you, but also she's the Queen of Clarity. So some of you might be realizing what's happening here with this thief energy. Who is the one that's draining you? Who is the one who's stealing you? Whatever this theft is, again, energy, love, creativity. It can be anything. So there's definitely important to have clear conversation as well, because the Queen of Swords is not sugarcoating. She says everything as it is, and in this case, it's very important to have that open and honest conversation. The next card in your reading is the King of Pentacles. It is another court card, so can be a person, your energy, or just the general energy of the card. This king is very reliable. It can be a leader, a leadership opportunity, a father figure, somebody who you can count on, somebody who's really great from the financial perspective, knows how to make money, and has a lot of money as well. So very important, this is somebody who's actually very reliable. So which kind of interesting. There's definitely can be a connection between two people. One of them that is represented by the Queen of Swords, and the other that is represented by the Queen of Pentacles energy. It can be a relationship, but it can be also a business partnership or any kind of work relationship. The next card of your reading is the Page of Swords, which is a card of vigilance as well. And very important to kind of highlight here with the vigilance, because the main theme for you was the Thief card. So very important to be alert, very important to be curious, because the Page of Swords is a card of vigilance and curiosity. Now, it can be connected to gossip as well, or spying, or somebody who's kind of walking on a thin rope. You can kind of has this kind of theme as well, because this curiosity can be just simply people gossiping, and that gossip can be just draining your energy as well. But also there might be some news or updates that might be delaying, because generally, pages bring some kind of an update or some kind of a news, and very important that sometimes this can be delayed, and that can be the draining situation. But let's see what's going to be the final outcome of this reading. But before that, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That's an indication that you enjoyed this reading and it helped you, and you can also help me to grow the channel to make sure that the message gets out to those who need it the most. For you, it is only costing a push of a button, so I hope that you pushed those like and subscribe buttons. And don't forget about the comments. Put in the comments how this reading is resonating with you. So at the bottom of the deck, you do have here the Temperance, which is a card that's telling us that you need to be patient. You need to be walking the middle road and don't get into anything crazy. You have all the ingredients you need for this situation. whether it's a love situation, whether it is a work situation. You're going to be able to achieve whatever you are trying to achieve by being very, very patient and just taking one step at a time. You're also protected when the temperance comes up. So whatever this situation is, I think you're going to come out of it well. But you need to be vigilant and you need to pay attention to all the little things. From this deck, what we have here is attraction, manifesting, magnetism, intention, focus, effort, target, release, prosper. So there might be a strong attraction here between two people that are, if you're kind of, if this message is connecting to you from a love and relationship perspective, somebody might be stealing that attraction as well, or it can be also connected to some business partnership where maybe somebody is trying to steal that prosperity, or just making sure that the business or the is not working as it's supposed to. Like this is somebody who's kind of like a smooth operator, somebody who is doing things on the down low, that behind the scenes. So very important to kind of for you to pay attention to that and be extremely vigilant. So that's all I have for you. I hope that you enjoyed this reading, and I'll be able to welcome you again.